1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4.
It is well with my soul. A lot of cymbals on this song. I want to make the drums really dramatic, and we're gonna set out for this first verse. But once we come in, it's very. We want to keep it dramatic, keep it fluid in a sense. Trying to just read the song, what's happening in the dynamics, what's happening in the melody, what's happening in the lyrics. Trying to reflect that energy. And then once we get into that second chorus, then it's kind of just grooving from there and having a good time and trying to be as sensitive, like, okay, do I build right here? But after that second chorus, we're basically good to go.
Interlude.
Harsh on that crash right there.
Drums in.
Like this. There was a lot I liked in that, and there was a lot that I didn't like. Some pretty noticeable errors. I was trying to. Some of the time once we were grooving, I kind of got lost in my head, and I was like trying to think through things. I did realize that when I hit this ride, I like to stay towards the outside. Actually, I want to stay towards the outside of this ride. I want to avoid as much when I'm just grooving. I want to avoid that bell sound as much as I can. And I feel like the closer I get to the center, the more bell I have, and the less like, I want it to sound a little bit more subtle. But yeah, there was a lot I liked in that. I did some little builds there. I wish I would have done them a little bit better. But yeah, once you get into that groove, the song is jamming, man. The words, the lyrics are absolutely epic. We want to match that. And then there at the end, I probably would have laid off that last kick if I didn't say that already. Just kind of swelling out. I really liked using this on that first chorus, the traditional, it is well. I really like this kind of just keeping that, rather than using the ride with that bell, that kind of harsher bell sound, I want that. I don't know what the word for that is, but that almost more washy kind of feel on the high end. Empty on the real like substance, but kind of just anticipating something, and then I bring in that kick. Yeah, something like that. So have fun with this one.